Okay, you all, I am live. Having some camera issues, but I'm gonna do this live stream. So I'm gonna have to do this live stream a little differently, right? Without my camera uses. So, um, but I'm still here. So come in and say hello, and let me give you an opportunity to log in. I still can share the new articles released that the digital dollar uh, will be or could be used to print some money. So let's get the music going. You all come in, hit like and hit share, right? Hit like and hit share. Let's get the sound up and let's get some people in the room. Let's have 2 minutes in, 2 minutes of fame, right? 2 minutes of fame. Come in and hit like and hit share. Okay, you all. Let's get in. Let's get in. Let's get in. I'm here. I'm here. They can't see. Let's go, you all. Smash that like button. Let's get some people in, right? Oh my God, this has been a busy, busy week. I tell you, this has been a busy week. However, that's a great thing, right? At least I'm not busy and broke, right? There's some people that's busy and they're still broke, right? And so, I think my camera is still working. I don't know if I can remove this though. So it's up here now. So I guess I'll just live stream the way it is. I think the camera's back. Hello, you all. We got Gwen, Dead Game Boxing, Latoya Lee, aka Les Brown, the Phoenix 33. Right. Hello, you all. Hello. And Patreon members, I know I showed you all like 3 bags last time of shirts. Well, I have about 10 more that came in today. So you probably have not. I haven't been to the post office to shift it off. I was waiting on this second shipment to come in. So it did come in. So I'm just going to shoot for early next week for my Patreon members being able to receive those T-shirts. That's free to my Patreon members and my people that always give super chat and that support, because you know what, the law of giving and receiving also involves showing appreciation as well. So I want you all to show appreciate. I want to show that I appreciate you, um, and just know people, right? Just know that this is just universal law, right? I just don't do things. And let me see if I can add the camera. I'm not sure. Hold on. Let me see. Edit 9. Edit. Uh Audio. No avatar. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can bring the camera in. Give me 1 second. If not, then I'll just live stream like this. Give me a second. I'm not sure. Oh, start cam. Okay, I think I found it. So let me see if I can start the camera. I think my camera is working now. And yeah, I have my hair in a ponytail. I'm wearing my natural today. So just got to take my kinks out or whatever. But I've been so busy today. I just put it in a ponytail thing. So this is let me show you all the stuff. This is what I'm doing for my Patreon. This is everything that got shipped today. So sometimes I tell you all things like weeks ahead of time of getting it done. And with all of this stuff, they're saying UPS, the post offices, hiring, charging higher fees. It's just stuff doesn't get processed um, as fast. Look, this is all my stuff, or efficiently that I would want to. So I ordered this stuff. So if you all say, well, Queen, you said that you was going to, yeah, Queen, I kind of got, my natural hair has really, really grown. I didn't even get it silk pressed this time, right? It's like shoulder level. And I just wanted my scalp to breathe, right? So this time you all see it, it's going to be curly, maybe a little puffy. Oh, well, thank you all. You all rock with all different shades of me, right? The crochets, the natural, in the fall time, I usually get the silk press. So let me open. Now, you all know that these came in, I think 2 or 3 days ago, right? 2 or 3 days ago. And then I have a home-based business. I think live stream this about scheduled to begin in 30 minutes. So this has been a week. I took like 2 days off, and God knows I needed it. I needed today off. But thank you. They say they love you. I love the natural. You love the natural look. I really look like a spiritualist now, huh? I'm still the same old queen, though. I'm still the same queen. Look, I'm probably gonna love the natural too, but I'm gonna tell you, I love my crochets too. But thank you all so much, right? Thank you. I really do have really long natural hair. Don't think that every woman that wears weave has short hair. That's not the case all the time. For me, it's just a convenience. It's just a convenience. So this was the manifest that came in. I'm just gonna open one bag. Let's see what else. We're gonna do this live, and then we're gonna get into the Fed finally release somewhat of the truth of that. They're going to start printing digital dollars. So this is like the beginning of August. We talked about Shemitah. Let me give you all a shout out. Thank you so much. Phoenix 33, hello. Mika says, hi, Queen. Should I still wait to buy Bitcoin to hit 20K so that I can accumulate? Mika, give me 1 second. Let me say hello. Straight Facts. Hello to you, Preston. I think I got Quintessential, TD Freelancer, Preston. I think I've already said hello to everyone else earlier, right? Everywhere earlier. I'm not a financial advisor, right? I'm not a cert. Preston, I get so many men that can tell me how to do my hair, but they don't give me the money to get that done. Now, I usually do silk press in the fall. It's very humid right now. I live in the South. It's very humid, so I don't do it in the summer. So this is the vision. My appreciation shirt. This is vision. This is my first time seeing it. I might do it like this if I can get it straight. So this is the vision. So this is just one I just opened. Just saying, appreciate you. Preston said a super chat is coming. Thank you so much. A super chat. It just always amazes me. A man will tell some men will tell a woman, "Oh, I love that style on you. I love that hair," and they won't give you $1 to get it did that way. And I'm not saying that you should, Preston. I'm just speaking in general because you're not my man. But I'm just saying a lot of my friend guys will advise me on how they like my hair, and they won't give me one dime. Okay, this is another vision. I know I have more than just that one vision. So just, I think, let me keep opening because I have Elevate somewhere. I have Elevate somewhere. I love my Elevate. Elevate should be in here somewhere. But this is the thing, people. Other people pay Patreon memberships, and I get it. I'm not against anybody supporting the channel that they vibe with. I'm all about picking people that you vibe with, that's on the same energy and frequency level, right? But I see some of these people on other big, larger platforms that don't even know their name, that shows no appreciation, and they're a Patreon member, but they come to these other channels. And I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of them are the minority channels like mine or Papa Duck, and they come here to get the truth, right? This is the I Am Manifesting Millions, right? They come here to get the truth because the other channels are so big and over congested that they don't have time to recognize them by name, but yet they support that. And this is what I want to say. When you go to a physician, when you go to receive any professional services, they understand the law of giving and receiving and the law of reciprocity. And they understand that if I heal this person, for example, if I give this person medical advice or health advice, and they don't in return invest back into me, their healing is going to be temporary, right? Their healing is going to be temporary. And I know that YouTube is a free source, right? A free source social media platform. But I just do not teach people the laws of just investing from one perspective, or investing Bitcoin or that's a great investment, or Ethereum, or any of the cryptocurrency, because this is why. Until you, and when I say you, I'm meaning us as a community, understand that we are spiritual beings that operate in an invisible world, right? And that the law of giving and receiving is not a law that I made up. It is a universal law. And if you do not operate in that law, everything you gain and you take for somebody else and you do not give back, the universe, Preston, listen, silk press for Preston coming up. Preston gave $10 on the silk. The universe, right? The universe is going to find a way to take that from you. This is just very simple, people, law of giving and receiving. And when you are viewing, when you come on and support, those are ways of reciprocity. However, when people are giving you financial advice and you don't listen on the bigger channels, your name is not even acknowledged. Let's be honest. Your name is not even acknowledged until you give a super chat. Let's be honest. And they can't do it. It's not that they may don't want to do it, but they cannot do it because, like BitBoy Crypto, he has over 1 million subscribers. Nothing can catch his attention but a super chat, right? And then some people like just the atmosphere of a YouTube channel where they love the atmosphere. They love the culture of it, the music. They like the persona of the person. But that person is breaking down, to them, some of the coins, but they don't have a strategy or plan in place to really help them take action on acquiring a lot of the coins that they talk about. So unless it's an action plan implemented, then you still can't, you're still not going to be successful. And then give to what, if your teaching resonate, right? If your teaching resonates with any channel and you are able to listen and then implement the action plan, then give to that channel, right? And I do have an announcement. I did find a way today. to allow people to have different levels of membership for my Patreon channel, right? I was just ready to go to another level. I'm, charging $9.99 a month, and I'm giving people inside scoop on what's the sixth cryptocurrency that the World Economic Forum has approved, and that these six in particular should be in your portfolio. I did not think there was an even exchange. As revenue come in, I'm trying. See, I'm telling. It's just like God. Numbers make God respond. You all want me to show you that? You all want me to show you that giving and prayer makes God respond. Let me see if I can put it. Um, no, my hair hasn't shrunk revenue. It's actually long in length. I just got it twisted. So it's a fresh twist. Actually, it's shoulder length. I don't have a silk press. And it hasn't shrunk. It's just twisted. It's just fresh. Probably in 2 or 3 days, it's going to be like hanging and long. But that's just the way it is now, right? I just needed my natural scalp to breathe. But thank you, King, both of my kings. And I call everyone on here kings and queens because that's our community, right? Thank you all for the 7406 super chat. See, you all are kind of making me let's do this real quick, because I want people to understand that every rich and wealthy person understands the law of giving and receiving. It's only people that live paycheck to paycheck, um, or that's in a financial bind or struggle that does not understand it, right? Let me show you all this real quick, right? Because the Bible is the book about banking, right? Gigi, I'm gonna call you Gigi. So glad that you made it safely on your travels. She's traveling first class. I was so glad to see that, right? And I'm so glad to see that. And yes, thank you so much, Queen Gwen and Queen Gigi. They are my top Patreon members. Noble Revenue. I'm still gonna call you Reverend Revenue because that's what I know you as. I have your shirt right here. You, Gwen, everybody. But I just it's a lot. And then our home based business have been having a $99 discount, and so I've been enrolling a lot of people in the home based business. And again, we have a Zoom training that I need to be on in about 30 minutes, right? So this has been a lot. So with that being said, for the people that's giving the super chat, let me show you. The Bible has over 800 scriptures on money and money management. And so if people are not teaching you these spiritual laws about prosperity, then you're not getting the holistic thing. You're not getting the peace, the perfect health, the peace and perfect health. Because in Isaiah 45, right, it says the wicked has no peace. So you need a holistic plan. And I know some of you are saying, well, Queen, I'm just not getting on the point where I'm thinking about investing or bettering myself financially. I get it. I do, but I'm all the way on level 4. So it's hard to me just to teach on level 1, because I have people that's on level 4. And so there was a man named Cornelius. This is Acts chapter 10, what was known as an Italian regiment. So he was a man, Italian man, right? And he and his family were devoted to God, and they were God fearing. He gave generously, listen, to those in need. So God just doesn't respond like he did King Solomon when they gave him those burnt offerings in the Old Testament in 2 Chronicles 1 and 11. God sees how you give to other people as well. And he said he gave generously to those in need. And he also prayed to God regularly. You want to get God's attention, give to people and pray. And so one day, about 3 p.m, he had a vision. He distinctly saw an angel of God who came up to him and said, Cornelius, you want to get God's attention. You want to know why you haven't moved up to another level, or you're still struggling. Maybe you're not practicing these principles. And so Cornelius stared out of fear and said, what is it, Lord? He asked. The angel answered, your prayers and your gifts to the poor have come up as a memorial offering before God. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I teach um, tithing to yourself, attend to yourself. I teach spirituality. I teach the anatomy of the Bible through spirituality, how to return attention to God. But when I saw this scripture, it was eye opening for me. God just does not want you to treat yourself right and your body right and to earthing and sun gazing and things of that nature. God watches how you treat other people, how you give to other people. And that's why we have people that they're not applying by the principles of give and it shall be given unto you. That's why some people are struggling. This opened my eyes. I've never heard this scripture preached in church before. I'm gonna be honest, and I've been in church usually all my life. Usually all my life. I never saw that scripture preached in. I've never saw it preached in church before. And it's right in the New Testament, right? And so God looks at your giving to other people, not just a church, not just the priest. He looks how you give others, especially people that give to you, right? Okay, you do need another LLC for are you for the home-based business. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Let me see if I can find a company that I would recommend. Inkfile, inkfile.com, Reverend Revenue. They are great in my opinion, and that's for everybody else that's with me or or just want one. For the home-based business, Gwen, maybe you're moving towards that. For LLC's development, I love inkfile.com. And I don't get I'm not an affiliate with them. I don't get this is not a referral link, a sign up link, or anything. They've done several LLCs and corporations for me. So this is just what I recommend, right? So, uh, okay, I don't believe in any form of God, but I do respect your opinion. Okay, we can agree on that, and I respect your honesty. But stay subscribed to my channel and make sure you hit that bell notification button. I think after some time of my teachings and understanding that not only will you believe in a form of God, and I'm not pressuring you to do this, right? I'm not pressuring you, but you also learn to tap into believing the God in you. A lot of people don't believe in religion because religion teaches them to look uh, forward to going to heaven when things will get better in the by and by. They don't teach people that it was God's whole plan to have heaven here on earth. That was it. That's what the message of teaching about the kingdom of heaven is all about. He wanted to bring his culture, influence, right? Elohim, the gods on earth. And he wanted his creation, right? Because you do know, like, God is not a masculine or feminine energy. God is God. And I keep saying he, because, I've been in church for so long. So I'm have to change my language. But God is just simply a spirit. He said they that worship him must worship him in spirit. And God is a spirit, but mostly in the Bible, it identifies with a masculine energy because the masculine makeup of a man is always to provide and protect. But God is simply a spirit. It's not male nor female. It's a spirit. That's why it's they that worship him must worship him in spirit and truth. So once you get to the spiritual part of worshiping, right? The spirit part, knowing that we are spiritual beings living a natural experience, you'll be fine, right? I'm so used to pulling my hair to the side. I can't wait to let this fall down. But right now, you all just gonna have to rock with my ponytail. $14.99 super chat. Listen, I pray that returns to you in the forms of number one, partnership, Genesis 1:1, In the beginning, Elohim, that was all about new creation, new collaboration. Listen, no one has ever became ultra rich or wealthy solo. It requires networking, right? It requires networking. If you want infinite income, you must operate, right, as a team. Let me say that again. If you want infinite income, you must operate as a team, people, right? Unity, UNITY, as Queen Latifah would say it. So learn the power of partnership. Two minds are always better than one. And a three fold cord cannot be easily broken. It's always better than solo. No man is an island entirely of itself. Number two, if you want plenty of money, you have to go back to one, partnership. That's the 411 code. Three, if you want perfect health and peace of mind, right? Give and it shall be given unto you. A lot of people, when they've been taught the prosperity methods on earth, the peace and perfect health have just come along with it. And then the last one, right, wants you to have provision and purpose. It's spiritual provision and it's things you have to do in the earth realm to get provision. So let's get into crypto. Just know everyone that gave a super chat, that we will be in agreement. I pray over everyone that gives on my channel daily and sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. And to be honest with you, spiritual energy and thinking is way more challenging and energy draining than any physical work. Anybody can do, right? And so let's look at Bitcoin as, let me put the screen down today. Listen, people, I saw on my Facebook post that last year I was posting about Bitcoin. People, do you all know what price it was? It was at $10,000. You know how Facebook have those memories, Facebook memories? Bitcoin, when I was posting, my memories came up, was $10,000. People, $39,000 today. What an investment, right? What an investment. Someone asked me today, because the housing pricing of the housing market, housing prices has dropped, right? They were inflated, overcharged. Now they're dropping again. And I was like, I told you all that if you bought a home a couple of months ago, that you were simply overpaying. They were 20% higher, the pricing. And so with that being said, someone asked, well, do you not buy? I think they were asking sarcastically, but I answered this honestly. Do you not buy a new vehicle because they depreciate in value? They responded on my Facebook post. And I said, well, depends on your financial situation. No, you do not buy a new vehicle, right? If you are living paycheck to paycheck, number one. Number two, if you are not investing, if you don't have your money in anything, is buffering. I'm having some weather issues on here, so let me know. It's showing good on my end. Let me know if it's still buffering. The Wi-Fi. I'm not sure it's showing anything blurry. Okay, and make sure you all hit that thumbs up. So I said, if you're living paycheck to paycheck or your money isn't in an investment where it's fighting against that depreciation and inflation, then no, you should not be buying a new vehicle. Now, if you are investing and your money can outbeat the depreciating cost of a vehicle and you have investment, then maybe a new vehicle may be right for you. And then they went on to say, well, what about leasing? Right now I'm leasing. I said, well, you do know the price of your insurance through leasing is going to increase. So if you are in a position where you can lease and understand how to have tax deductions and tax write-offs as a result of leasing and can pay the overinflated insurance on that leased vehicle, and you know how to flip that vehicle and use it for tax deductions within that lease, right? And you can fall within the mileage restrictions or guidelines in that lease, then maybe leasing is for you. Listen, there is not one correct answer to anybody's financial situation, right? Yeah, we talked about Bitcoin before. I started talking about the Bitcoin halving last year. I switched over from credit and began to educate about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. March last year during its halving when it was at $3,000. Right. And this is not to say what I was talking about, because some of you all just new to my channel, right? Maybe you wasn't even watching me last year, and that's great. But I'm just showing the growth and how your dollar could have been working harder for you than you working for it if you learn investing. So Bitcoin almost at 40K. I did say, however, that I was expecting cryptocurrency at the end of July going into August to have an uptrend, and it is doing that, right, on the upward trend. I read this article as well today. A Fed issued digital dollar could print money, right, for the people. A Fed issued digital dollar, this is released today on Yahoo Finance, could print money for the people. After all of that saying, we're going to take our time. We rather do it right than do it fast. We probably won't have a digital dollar, and people not believing that cryptocurrency in 2022 would be a currency system, right? That now they're coming out stating a Fed issue, digital dollars could print money for the people. Well, let me tell you, it will. Now, the exact timing, I'm not sure, but eventually, within soon, right? And so, after 13 years of the Federal Reserve aggressively increasing the monetary interventions, I read today, people were getting $1,000 back for back payment. I mean, this is just helicopter money, just giving it away so that it can bankrupt, right? So the Fed pumps money into the financial system, and they're hoping it will make its way to the broader economy, but they can't control where the money goes or what financial institution decides to lend, right? And so the cryptocurrency is a known secret for really the ultra rich and wealthy. So this new technology in the form of the CBDC, right? Digital dollar, CBDC, central bank digital currency, provides a way for the Fed to give this cash out directly to working families. This is how they're going to market it, knowing that this was in the works a long time ago. So this is going to be a big shift in the way that the Fed has traditionally responded to economic crisis. And people, again, I keep saying winter is coming. People are on Facebook posting, do you think there's going to be another shutdown? Listen, this transition of currency money has to happen, and it's going to happen. Let me share with you this article again, right? Well, thank you. You say I have nice teeth. See, I told you, you hang around me long enough, you and I are going to be so spiritually inclined, right? That you're going to be wondering, why didn't I know about God and spirituality a long time ago? Well, I'll be honest with you, most religious institutions have taught it incorrectly, right? But I've always know there's a higher power. I always know there's something bigger than me, better than me, and something greater within me. Yeah, I just have to get outside of religion and some churches and their teaching and their toxic teachings, and have to detox myself, right? So by utilizing distributed ledger technology, the Fed could quickly and cheaply get digital dollars to households in times of crisis. To be sure, Such a system will be need to be authorized by Congress, which is tomorrow. They have a date to authorize, right? And utilized in severe economic conditions triggered perhaps by a drop in the employment or GDP. Listen, when I tell you they are geniuses at creating a problem, waiting on a solution, then say, hey, we're providing an answer. What a great reason, knowing that August 15th, 2021, the US dollar will celebrate its 50th year anniversary of becoming debt. Right. And I won't say it's a great way, because a lot of people have did a lot of things health wise that a year or two from now they may regret. Right. So let me take that back. I would not say a great way, but a very, mm, I don't know what to call this plan or scheme, but a health pandemic arise, something people never heard of, that's been on the back of a Lysol can for years. And all of a sudden it takes away the flu and pneumonia, right? Even the common cold in some cases, most cases. And now people are panicking because they're watching a media controlled television that's controlled by the big CEOs, right? And now they're saying the economy is overpopulated and it has to be an economic shift, because again, no paper currency, fiat currency, has ever, right, lasted over a term of 50 years. And all of a sudden, the perfect storm happens, the perfect storm. And then you have the powers that be that believe that, we're overpopulated. We're overpopulated, right? And so let's, you know, we can't just tell the people, because if they know what's going on in plain sight, then we have some of the poor working middle class that, if they understand investing in cryptocurrency, the foundation, and getting in at the foundational stage, they can be within the conversations of the 1-2% of the world that's rich and wealthy. And that you all also see that they're actually thinking about a crypto coin named after Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla coin, Nikola Tesla, I think. Let me see if I can pull it up. Who years ago um, wanted wanted free energy, right? Had free energy. Nikola Tesla sparked fly over plans to honor the inventor with a coin. And I've told this to my Patreon members, what happened to Nikola Tesla, who was the first person in his hotel room in New York when he died, right? Because at this time, you had the Thomas Edisons, the JP Morgan Chase. They did not want free energy. They did not want the people to understand that you don't have to pay for energy. You can get it from the earth. Solar energy, um, hydro energy, water energy, however way you want to call it, sun energy, wind energy. He took the ancient Egyptians' knowledge and studied it and brought it to the United States, right? And investigated and saw how the ancient Egyptians used water and the pyramids positioned at a perfect angle to the sun for energy, and brought in wireless, right, energy, where you don't have to pay for it. You don't have to have electrical bill, right? So now they want to honor him with a coin. This is just released today. He was the pioneer of alternating current electricity, right? And so, yeah, the central banks are they're now wanting to honor him with coins. So, this is just something he, like he said, including the remote control and fluorescent license. And he was, I won't say a man before his time, because again, the ancient Egyptians is where he studied from. And, but he was a person that was able to take the information from the ancient Egyptians and bring it to the States. He died in 1943. So this is not anything new. This is where we have Tesla vehicles, people. And the ancient Egyptians' history of knowing this is way longer than that, right? But they did not want free energy at the time. They wanted to charge people for energy. They wanted Thomas Edison stole a lot of his ideas that he then had from the ancient Egyptians. So I'm going to give credit where credit is due to him, but at the same token, right, this information was retrieved from the ancient Egyptians. And so I know there are some people, I don't have, again, also, I want to tell you all about the home based business as well. Thank you. Someone cashed out 1111. Oh, Gwen did that. Thank you, Gwen. Um, so yeah, the printing of money. It would not surprise me that by the fourth stimulus check, I told you all the number four means for to a completion of a whole, right? A completion of a whole thing. So the fourth stimulus check, I would not be surprised if it is conducted through digital dollars. Also, be aware of what's going on. It's a lot of temperature. Um, People are experiencing high temperatures, extremely high in the 3-digit temperature range. You all get up on your water intake and alkaline your water. That means you can do that by putting some real lemons, just real lemon juice in your water to make it more highly alkaline. Make sure you hydrate your cells, right? Make sure you hydrate your cells. Charles is saying it's difficult to name a coin after him due to being associated with Tesla. Well, he wasn't associated with Tesla. Tesla is the one that took his name because they, created the electronic vehicles. So he personally, he passed away in 1945. He died in 1945. He doesn't have so his name can be used. They may want to put his first and last name, right? I don't know if Tesla can really copyright his name because that's his name, unless they get the consent of his family or an existing family member. That is not their name, so it can't be trademarked or an infringement against a company when they just took a man's last name and made it their brand, right? Um, Tesla was taken out by the so-called Men in Black. There was a movie before that, Whack Will Smith version, which told us. I don't know. All I know is a lot of his files that were found in that hotel room in New York upon his death. Some of it has been given back to the family, and a lot of it haven't. With his inventions, his pensions that patents. I'm sorry, that he wanted to be patented, and a lot of his knowledge still is in the possession of the government, right? Concerning wireless. That's just how powerful wireless electricity is in digital currency. And like I told people, if you don't know the history of these things, right, then they're looking at this as if everything that's being reported is true, not knowing the ultimate agenda. So we have wildfires in California and 12 other states. So you all be careful. Be careful during this season. I would love to come before you and tell you that things are going to get better. But the truth be told, things are going to get worse than better. There are people who've already taken the injection who are still getting diagnosed as having, the C word. And, take care of yourselves. Make sure that you have your vitamin C because the weather is preventing a lot of people from being outside, right? Weather conditions, rain, unusual rain in July, as if it was April. And so get your vitamin D. You can and you can get vitamin C as well, but make sure that you order you some vitamin D of all things, right? Because the outer layer of the sun is called corona, and it provides vitamin D. In the fall and winter times, there is less sun rays and sunlights available, right? And so another article I want to share with you all, the price surge, crypto price surge, suddenly sends Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, right, XRP, and Dogecoin sharply higher. Again, some of these are on the World Economic Forum, some of these are not, right? And so the last thing I want to do is Patreon members, things like what I'm sharing with you, whatever cryptocurrency that the World Economic Forum has on their website are definitely going to survive, right? We have, or there is about 9,000 cryptocurrencies right now, but only a small percentage of them will pass regulation and make it. So I did apply for different levels of Patreon, just waiting on this to be approved. I did that today. I did find a way. I knew it was a way. So I did find a way where I can have different levels of Patreon. So that's an upcoming announcement, right? Yeah, triple digit heat every day. So get your vitamin D, keep your body alkaline. Also, Epsom salt is good for that as well. Getting your Epsom salt, that's good for that as well. Keep your body alkaline. Epsom salt, soak in it. Eat healthy. Eat healthier. If it comes from the ground, it is definitely more healthier. I myself have begun juicing and smoothing more than ever during this time. I also wear protective crystals and beads and things of that nature from radiation, the invisible enemy, right? Radiation. So this is not decoration for me. All of these, this is copper. Actually, this is my copper. These are my silver. My tourmaline is the main one. My tourmaline is the main one for radiation, right? But my other crystals have a purpose as well. And with that being said, you all, that's what I have for you right now. Another thing, there are some people who need to be in a community of networking people, like-minded people. I have exposure through a multimillionaire, right? Through joining or being affiliate of the home-based business, you can as well. The regular price was $229 up to Friday. The price is now $129, right? So that's a $99 credit. If you need more passive income, right? Meaning you do not maybe have a job. You're not a W-4 employee, right? And you want passive income from working from home. If this have not taught us anything, it taught us that the government can shut down the environment at any time. So while you're at home, make money from home, go ahead and pre-position yourself, right? In case that your job tells you, listen, the numbers are increasing, we're laying off or we're firing, right? It's better to be, prepared than being a posture of needing a miracle prayer. Let me say that again. I love my alliterations. It's better to be prepared than to be in a posture of needing a miracle prayer. You're supposed to pray from a state of thanksgiving and being thankful, not out of state of needing a miracle and desperation. That's the worst way to pray. Not that it won't be effective, but I just told God I'd rather pray to you from a posture, right? The gods of the universe, right? I'd rather pray for you from a posture of thanksgiving, of having prosperity, than a posture of begging from being in poverty. You all do know that most of the people that pray the most are the brokest because they're praying always from a posture of poverty. Wouldn't you rather pray from a posture of prosperity, of thanksgiving, of just thanking God for overwhelming you, for doing things in the invisible world that you know that you could not do within yourself, versus a posture of poverty and living paycheck to paycheck and having stress, right? Because of financial issues. So you prepare people. prepare and plan, right? So if you want to know, we're about to have a Zoom meeting. If you want to get involved in this Zoom meeting, text me right now because it started 4 minutes ago. 601-720-2063. Now, it is 8:34 my time. It's 8:34 my time. So after 9 o'clock, which is in 30 minutes, do not text me. But if you want more information, if tomorrow, right, at approximately 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, then send me a text message. I will not respond to people that text at 10, 11, 12 o'clock, midnight at night, because then I know that you don't understand business etiquette, and I pick people that I want to work with. This is an invite only network marketing business. Not everybody just get in, right? And so when I see that you text at midnight, 11 o'clock, and you think that was an intent, I don't, I know so a lot of people say, well, Queen, I work the night shift. Listen, you get off the night shift in the AM. If you work the graveyard shift, you get off in the morning. Don't use that as an excuse, right? I will not respond to those calls. So again, Patreon shirts have come in, manifesting millions. Thanks for those people who've been rocking and rolling with me since day one. I will send this appreciation, but again, it's my vision shirt, and I have a whole lot of more bags, right? I have a whole lot of more bags. So thank you all so much. Just my appreciation to you. Even though I know when you give, you're blessed. It's just nice to show people that, hey, I still appreciate you, right? Even though I know God is blessing you, I want to show appreciation. It's up to God to bless you from your giving, which I know that He can do way better and bigger than I can. This is just saying I appreciate you, right? From being a part of the family and being a part of the support for me, right? So I'm signing out, you all. Again, home-based business. If you want to get in, text me up to 1 hour. If you're watching this later on, after I've ended the broadcast, then wait until you see sunlight and send a text. I'm signing out. Listen, magnify your mind, manifest with your mouth, multiply your money, and maximize your mission. Queen out. You all have a great night.